Hi and welcome back to another re-upload. This video was released back in 2017 and it was one of the videos that went under the banner of my old name. I'm re-uploading it now with the sensitive information blurred out. There will be some edits throughout the video, so be aware of that. But for the most part, enjoy this vintage 2017 Nikki video.
Here's a bit of behind the scenes trivia. After my video on Kingsfield, I was going to do another video on Ore no Yori for the PlayStation. More specifically, I was going to talk about the demo released on the PlayStation Underground demo disc, which for a while had some amazing Japanese import games on it. But I won't go too much into that. Sadly, about halfway through the project, I lost everything. And that kind of put me in a creative dark place for a good year. As you can see, the last upload on the Kingsfield video was on November, and I didn't actually put up another full episode until the following December. So, needless to say, things weren't good. But the point of that entire story was to segue into the fact that I love obscure Japanese games that we will probably never see here in the West. Yeah, we have games like the first couple Shin Megami Tenseis and the third Secret of Mana game, but they got fan translations. Even if you don't want to play them on an emulator, you can still get boxed reproductions. Like this one. Is that Flynn and the Demi-Fiend? Man, I missed that plot point in Shin Megami Tensei 2. The games that really piqued my interest though are the ones that slipped through the cracks of time, and now only a handful of people probably know about them. Today, we have one of those games. Love Love Truck, or Love Love Truck 2 Love Truck, is a game so obscure that there isn't even a Wikipedia page on it. So I know absolutely nothing about the backstory or the production history. All I could even remotely find was this game FAQ page, with one review. Lots of pumping fun. Okay, that's enough. Protect the children. Love Love Truck, from what I can tell, is a game about two people bonding and falling in love in the face of certain death. It's less intense than it sounds. In order to properly look at this game, I'm going to start from the beginning. The game opens on a cutscene introducing our cast. Or, not really introducing them, just showing them standing there. Sorta just doing their own thing, all set to some sweet tunes. If you let the game go to its second intro movie, then we get some proper character information. First, we have Guy. Literally the most bland name for the most bland character. This guy looks like every shonen protagonist ever. That being said, he gets the longest introduction. Then we have Biff. Butthead. A fat kid with a jack-o'-lantern nose. Moving on, presenting Rosie, the girl with no mouth, and showing way too much, literally everything. When you actually start the game, you'll be given 3 options. Single, twin, and love. I don't like where this is going. Now, because I have to, let's pick single. I mean, you can pick twin if you want, but that's only if you have somebody to play it with. Here we can see a selection with boys on one side and girls on the other, because straight, I guess. This is anime after all, with less than stellar interpretations of gay people. I'm sticking with my boy Gus, and for the girl, whoa! Does Ilya's shirt just say evil? You know, I think these two would get along. Okay, it just hit me that Love Love Truck sounds like a hentai. If the trucks are rockin', you make a PS1 game, I guess. This is it. It's a cart game. No trucks in sight. As far as I can tell, the main bulk of the gameplay is slamming the O button to make the cart move, while standing up trying to hit objects above your head. Most of which having something to do with food. Either you're trying to grab fruit or sandwich ingredients. Certain sandwich combinations will make your date happy, like hamburgers and cheese, while others will make your date mad. However, nothing is as bad as picking up mustard. Everyone hates mustard. For the love of God, do not even touch mustard. It'll ruin whatever sandwich you have. It'll piss your date off, knocking down the affection meter. Oh yeah, there's an affection meter that shows how happy your date is. You can make her happy by grabbing fruit, making decent sandwiches, collecting 3 bells in a row, doing what she says, or getting her expensive gifts like diamond rings. After every level, you're graded on how well you did, and you get a screen where the characters... Yeah... Then you move on to the next level. I'm not sure if how well you do on the last stage or if you discover the gem on the level prior have any impact on the next stage chosen. There are some elements of exploration here. Every now and again you'll get the chance to go either left or right. Either you'll go down the normal, average way, find some treasure, or go careening into the abyss. Don't worry though, dying only sets you back a little bit, with a slight penalty to your affection. The simple gameplay is probably the game's strongest point. I actually had way more fun than I thought it would. Something about collecting, ducking, and treasure hunting just really pulled me in. Like, in an interesting way, not like a Captain N way. I got weirdly invested in seeing these two fall in love. Seeing these two go through dangers like angry moose, giant gaps, and evil people is kind of endearing. Oh yeah, the story. Well, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but apparently these two are trying to keep our protagonist from carting around, falling in love. I have no idea what's happening here, so I guess it's as good as mine. Or here. Oh, sorry dudes. But for whatever reason, they hate the main character so much they actively try to murder them with a heat-seeking rocket launcher. Yeah, I died a lot here. Like, a lot. We also get to see what happens if your affection hits 0. You get slapped and left to sit alone for all eternity. The main reason I died here was because for the life of me I couldn't figure out what to do. Nothing I was doing was working. Then I finally got it right. You had to duck at the right time. Okay, I'm not as stupid as I sound. It was also the first time I noticed that there's a little bit of input lag here. Like, not for the character, but for, the teammates. Like a full second. Push down and she doesn't realize, oh yeah, maybe I should duck too. Oh my god. They're dead. They just fell into the depths. They died. When you beat the game, you get this little epilogue explaining what happened to the kids 10 years after the minecart hell. Here, Gus grew up to, race motorcycles. To be completely honest, when I first saw this, I thought he grew up to be a mechanic. And Ilya grew up to... Okay, I have no idea what she's doing here. Now that we're done with that, checking out love wouldn't be a bad idea. Huh, I guess it's a how strong is your love kind of thing. Okay, we need a name. That's pretty basic. Date of birth, reasonable. Is it asking me for my blood type? Okay, is blood type really relevant if you're dating someone who isn't a vampire? I looked up what the most common blood type was and just chose A. So I don't know what my blood type is. I can't really answer any of these, so let's just pick them at random. Who knows? Maybe I'm choosing the right thing. Whatever they are, and whatever I'm choosing, and whatever this is. Totally. That's exactly right. There we go. I did another one with generic anime pro tag and lolly girl, but then I got so frustrated trying to get a gem here, I quit. I honestly can't be asked to complete this game 100%. There's way too many awkwardly placed fruits, and good luck trying to get all 9 bells in a level. They actively make it impossible to get everything on your first try. Sometimes the camera will spin around, opposite the way you're looking, to focus on like a boulder or a moose chasing you. And then they'll just throw fruit and bells in out of nowhere. Nearly the end of my run, I was spamming the up button as much as I possibly could so that I didn't miss anything. And I still ended up missing stuff. Also, with the split pass mentioned before, there was no way to turn around. So if you went around a normal boring path, you just gotta start the game all over again and retry. Now, since this game is in Japanese, I'm probably missing a way to retry the level, but I'm just recounting my frustrations. Overall, Love Love Truck isn't a bad game. In fact, I had fun with it. You know, I mean, the graphics are charming. The Western setting was kind of off-putting at first, but I kind of grew attached to it. It has a lot of the same appeal as like one of those Infinite Runner games, except this has a little bit more gameplay with, you know, the ducking and the turning and do. It's really sad to know that I'm probably the only person that's played this game in like the past year or so. So I thought maybe making a video about it would turn someone else's attention to it. Okay, I tried to think of some sort of lug comparison, but I couldn't think of anything. And I'm still really bad at ending videos, so